Good morning to you. The governor declares a state of emergency due to a fall blizzard in the High Line. Coming up, what it's like in the hardest hit areas and advice from the Gallatin County Sheriff about high country activities closer to home.
I'm John Shearer in Yellowstone National Park, and there's a big bull elk just around the corner here. It's leading park officials to issue some warnings at this time of year. Coming up, what they're saying.
Good morning to you. 6:30 here on this very chilly Monday.
Happy January.
Happy January. I'm Missy O'Malley with Mr. Winter himself, Chet Lehman. And Matt Elwell, of course, has our Monday forecast for you here in just a moment. But our top story is clearly, everybody knows, walloped by winter, especially for some parts of Montana.
That's winter miser. Thank you very much. Governor Steve Bullock has declared a state of emergency, citing the state's severely early season storm. Governor said the National Weather Service did a good job predicting that storm, and that gave state and local agencies a chance to coordinate and put equipment in place. Now, on our websites, learn the hardest hit counties and what Montana State Emergency Coordination Center is doing for all the counties in the Treasure State.
Now, that hardest hit area along the High Line near Glacier National Park.
Meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz is at the center of the storm belt.
A major snowstorm continues to hit Montana here. I am currently up just west of Browning on the High Line. Highway 2 west of Browning over to East Glacier is closed. Now, I have been told that there are two snowplows that actually got stuck and a highway patrol car that is stuck here west of Browning, east of Glacier. The road is closed and there is no anticipated opening just yet of the road. As you can see, blizzard conditions here up along the east side of the Rocky Mountain front. It's cold. Temperatures are about 25 degrees, wind 30-35 miles per hour. That puts the wind chill down near zero. And visibility is down near zero here as well. So it's advised to stay off the roads, and there may be more roads like Highway 2 here along the High Line here that gets closed down because of these really bad weather conditions. We will continue to bring you updates from a major winter storm up here on the High Line. For now, I'm meteorologist Curtis Grevenitz, MTN News.
Oh, that just makes
I'm so glad it's him. I'm so glad it's him out there. Thank you, Curtis.
I was saying up to 2 feet of snow, 48 inches for some of those people. Unbelievable.
Happy September.
And crews are working to restore power in central Montana.
According to Northwestern Energy's outage map, there are outages reported near Fairfield, Cascade, Choteau, Fort Benton, Conrad. It's unknown how many people are actually affected by these outages or the official cause. On Friday, Northwestern Energy said it would be adjusting staffing in anticipation of this storm. Wow. Also, fall is a popular time of year for people to enjoy hiking, fishing, hunting, all in the backcountry.
Also sledding and snowshoeing. Yeah. The Gallatin County Sheriff's Office has a few tips to remind you how to stay safe while recreating in the outdoors this fall time of year. Now, first, you got to check the weather forecast and be prepared for changing conditions. Bring lots of layers so you can stay warm.
Make sure you have plenty of water to stay hydrated. Bring snacks if you plan on being outside for a long period of time. If possible, try and bring somebody along on your outdoor adventure with you.
If you don't have to go by yourself and you got a buddy, go with someone else. If you are going by yourself, make sure you let other people know where you're going and when you're supposed to be out. So if things go bad, when we get the call, our search and rescue folks, we have the most information as possible, where you were going, where you parked, when you were supposed to come out. That helps us a ton in being able to locate you safely.
And it goes without saying, but we're going to say it again. Finally, don't forget your bear spray. Carry it on your belt, someplace that you can easily access it. Make sure you know how to use it as well. You can learn more about how to use bear spray by visiting our websites.
I usually bring snacks even if I'm not going out for a very long time.
Just from here to the newsroom.
Yeah, that's right. If Donna Kelly's working, we always have snacks.
Got snacks in the back.
That's right. Thank you, Donna.
Glad to have her back on the weekend.
It's been great.
Hey, by the way, those areas up north that have been so affected by the snow, the blizzard warnings and the winter storm warnings have been allowed to expire, but it's still dangerous out there. They're talking emergency vehicle travel only, so they do have a civil emergency watch out for that Rocky Mountain front out toward Cut Bank, Conrad, those areas. So keep in mind, if you have family or friends up there, keep them keep informed of what's going on with them. Temperatures into the 20s and 30s this morning. There's still a little light snow out there. You're not seeing a lot on our radar imagery. We don't get that low-level coverage here in southwest Montana with that light snow, but there are snow reports coming in. It shouldn't be a big issue as far as travel is concerned. This is very light snow, but there may be some slick spots on a few of the area roadways. Temperatures are cold. It'll continue to be cold into the afternoon. Hats, gloves, coats, all that winter garb. Hopefully you've been able to dig that out over the last 24 hours. We'll talk how long you're going to need that in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Matt. 6:35 now on this Monday. Saturday was National Public Lands Day, but a traditional cleanup highlight canyon didn't quite happen.
That's right. MTN's Gabby Crevitt explains why and tells you how you can show your appreciation for our public lands by volunteering.
Located about 10 minutes south of Bozeman and tucked away in the Custer-Gallatin National Forest is Highlight Canyon. Known as Bozeman's Playground, Highlight offers endless recreation opportunities for visitors all year long. The Friends of Highlight Fall Cleanup Day was scheduled on National Public Lands Day, but has been rescheduled to Saturday, October 12th due to weather. And they're still looking for volunteers.
We're doing our annual fall cleanup of Highlight, and that involves going around to the campsites and the trailheads and picking up trash and all the other places where people go to make sure that everything's clean and tidy.
The Friends of Highlight say this cleanup is critical, especially with the increased traffic in the area.
We have counters that we've installed along the road here. One of them is down here.
In July of 2019, Highlight Canyon saw 27,492 cars. And on Labor Day alone, there were approximately 200 cars driving through the canyon every hour. The cleanup effort will help preserve the natural area as well as one of Bozeman's most important resources.
One of the important things too is that Highlight is one of the main water sources for the city of Bozeman, and so we want to make sure that everything is clean and pristine in the Highlight Canyon so that our water stays clean.
You can join the Friends of Highlight for the fall cleanup on October 12th at 12 p.m. at the Highlight Day Use area. Gloves, tools, and trash bags will be provided to all volunteers.
We want people to come up here and really appreciate the beauty of Highlight Canyon, and so we don't want the trash to be a distraction.
In Bozeman, Gabby Crevitt, MTN News.
Now, the Friends of Highlight host cleanup events twice a year, one in the spring, one in the fall. You can learn more about how to volunteer on our website.
That's good stuff. 6:37 now. The Gallatin Valley Food Bank will start its Healthy Kids Pack program in the elementary schools.
Starting on October 3rd, kids can receive food for the weekend. The program is designed to address food insecurity among children by providing access to meals over the weekend.
Kid pack bags are available to all children at participating schools regardless of income. The program is in its 11th year, continues to expand its services beyond Gallatin County.
We partnered with 21 schools across Gallatin, Madison, and Jefferson counties, and we're distributing around 450 bags a week. So each week schools report their numbers of how many they distributed the previous week and what their need is for the coming week.
Gallatin Valley Food Bank also has the Kids Pantry program, which provides middle schoolers and high schoolers access to food for the weekend. You can learn more about what schools are participating in the program by visiting our website.
It really is a great
program.
It really is. And like they say, it doesn't even matter with money, but sometimes it's just getting the balanced meals, because a lot of times kids don't want to have those balanced meals.
Teens are tough on that. Yeah.
That's right, that's right. Now, if you are going to be visiting Yellowstone National Park at all, you want to take some extra precautions to stay safe.
MTN's John Shearer reports the annual elk rut in the park may be exciting, but it can also be very dangerous.
The cow elk that you can see right over here are calm now, but at this time of year, the big bulls are collecting and protecting their harems. That means that if you're visiting, especially this part of the park at this time of year, you're going to want to pay special attention to your surroundings so you always know what's going on.
The elk rut is dangerous to visitors who are not aware of elk behavior, erratic behavior.
And that's a problem because elk like to hang out in one of the most popular parts of the park, the Mammoth Visitor Complex.
Here in the Mammoth area, there are a total of 3 very large bull elk.
Last September, an Italian tourist was injured when an elk charged his group.
Oh, I think I got it.
Worthen says people need to keep an eye on what the elk are doing.
Behaviors to watch for are bull elk that are bugling.
The bulls are skittish and can take off running sometimes right at you in an instant.
So it's erratic behavior that visitors should be aware of.
This is a typical night in Mammoth at this time of year, where crowds of people are trying to get close to these big elk. Rangers are darting all around, warning people back, trying to head off problems. The elk are all worked up during the height of their mating season, staking out territory like this big bull tearing off branches in a tree just a few feet from a parked tour bus.
Elk are dangerous this time of year.
So, how close is too close? Park regulations say you should stay at least 75 feet away from elk. But at this time of year, during the rut, when a big bull like that one right over there can take off at a dead run in an instant, even that may be too close. In Mammoth, in Yellowstone National Park, I'm John Shearer for MTN News.
Now, park officials say the elk rut is at its peak right now. Will start to fade about mid-October. It is awesome to hear, to see, and all of that, but use some common sense, people.
That bugle should also be a big warning sign.
Those bulls have got a one-track mind, and you do not want to get in their way.
No doubt about it. We do have to take a quick break. Here's a look ahead on Montana this morning.